having a tour of monitoring and evaluation team committee from the headquarters Ministry of Defense. That team is headed by General Masiko, who is also our Member of Parliament. We started our tour from Jinja. The exercise of monitoring Jinja went to Masters Seed Secondary School, where we were able to see the progress of the works. And the committee noted that works are going on and they need to speeden up the process of finishing so that the school can utilize the infrastructure very well. And then from there we moved to Busoga University, where we saw a massive renovation there. It was very good work under Engineer Chidemuka. We moved from there, we moved to Bugwere District Admin Block, where we are building for the district of Bugwere their headquarters. And works are on the ground floor. And it's a first project where it's about a project of about 4.5 billion shillings. But the money available now is about 670 million. So we started with the works that are worth 670 million while we wait for more funding for that project. After there, we moved to Tororo, where we saw beautiful work done by UPDF Engineers Brigade at Tororo General Hospital, where we are building 8-unit block. There are 2 of them, meaning we are able to occupy 16 doctors in that hospital after the completion. Works are at 95%, and in the next less than 30 days, that project will be handed over. It is a project of 2 billion shillings. All the money has been paid, and works are progressing well. We went to Morukatipe View Primary School, where we have done 3 blocks. One of 3 classroom block, and then 2 classroom block with the office, and then 2 classroom block with the store and the staff room, sorry. Then we have the toilets for students. Works have been completed. It's a project we have scheduled to commission next week, either Thursday or Wednesday. The municipality is yet to confirm, but they have inspected the works are completed. It's just a ceremonial handover and commissioning, which we shall do next week. So after that, we went to see a theater in Mulanda Health Center 3, which is also first project. It's a project of 580 million. So far, the money which was paid by Ministry of Health is 300 million, and we are done with the foundation works, the walling. We have roofed. We have even done this. We are doing the ceiling works. We finished painting, and then we are doing the terrazzo and the ceiling works, and then we shall wait for the balance of the money to enable us to do the mechanical installations, plumbing works, drainage, and electrical installation, and then the painting works. So that is where we were in Mulanda Health Center 4. After Mulanda Health Center 4, we went to Merikiti Health Center 4 in Toro District, where we saw the completed theater, 100% complete. The only item lacking there is the walkway, which is not in our scope, but the ministry and the district are working to have additional works done to ensure that we put the walkway to connect, to link the theater to the maternity. As we all know that most of the consumers of the theater services are people from the maternity, so they must easily communicate. So from there we moved to Soroti. Not Soroti, wrong. We moved to Mbale, and in Mbale we went to Makai Secondary School, where we saw the construction of 3 blocks, 2 classroom blocks, and then 1 laboratory, and then the toilets. It was a wonderful work, which is also at 98% completion. It's only the furniture which is being fixed, and it will also be ready for handover. That's also another work done by Engineer Chidemuka. It was a perfect job From there we went to Nkoma Secondary School in Mbale City, where we inspected the works of steel engineer Chidemuka, and it was a renovation of the classroom block and also renovation of the laboratory. Their completed works are waiting for commissioning. So after Mbale, we went to see a facility in Budaka. That's in Budaka district, called Sekulo Health Center 3, where we have completed a facility. It is a new facility similar to this one of Tatai. It has an OPD, maternity ward, and a staff house. However, the funding which was given, the district is yet to add more money to complete the staff house. But the maternity ward and the OPD, the toilet, the placenta pit, the medical waste pit, those are all being utilized now. So we are waiting for funding from the client so that we complete the staff house and hand over the project. However, partial handover for completed works is being scheduled by the district and us soon. Then from Sekulo we went to Kachumbala in Bukedia district, where we saw stalled works. These are works that are stalled because we are waiting for funding from the client. There was an additional funding that was supposed to come from the ministry of 580 million. However, the ministry has so far deposited 400 million. We are under the process of documenting and have a working document, memorandum of understanding on how we are going to utilize the 400 million to ensure partial functionalization of Kachumbala Health Center 4. From Kachumbala, we went to Butebo Hospital in Butebo district, where still we have a big infrastructure. We have the OPD, which is at near 100%. We have the general ward, we have the maternity ward, we have the theater, we have the staff house. So it's only the private ward which is still at about 70%. And then most of these I've mentioned, they are about 90%. So again, we expect additional funding to complete, because it was supposed to be 2.something billion. However, we only paid 1.7. So we expect that process also to be concluded, because the minister has again deposited advance or appropriated another 400 million to have that facility at least partially functionalized. And we want to appreciate the Minister of Health for really considering those two, Bukedia and the Butebo, Kachumbala and Butebo. They are projects which have been done some time back and really need to be utilized. And I'm sure this money now, after the documentation process, we shall go on ground and finish up what we can do within that money as we wait for more funding to complete it 100%. So after that, we moved to Soroti district, where we saw works at the district headquarters, which are at 26%. The projects are 10.6 billion. The money which has been advanced to the brigade in installment, in the 3 installments, is 2.5 billion. So, and the project is for 4 years. So we expect that by June next year, the project would, the contract would have expired, and I don't see the money coming. I don't see us beating the deadline, because out of 10.6, we have only received 2.5. So the money which we are demanding to complete the work is much. And if the contract expires, we shall have to review the project and reevaluate and maybe go into another costing, because the inflation, change of prices has taken place, because the contract was signed 3 years ago. So by June next year, it will have made 4 years. So it's a project which is big, and the money which has been put in it is little, and it gives us a big challenge of maintaining the site, mobilize and demobilize, mobilize and demobilize. But since we are the army of the people and we are not business oriented, we have decided to have our security on ground, maintaining the place while we wait for funding to come so that we continue with the works. After Soroti District Headquarters, we moved to Soroti District Health Center called Soroti Health Center 3, where we saw a completed and handed over project. That's a 2-unit, 2-number staff houses, and they are in use. And it was handed over. It was commissioned by the RDC of Soroti District. It's a very beautiful work. So we are here in the Utatai Health Center 3, where you have seen we have an OPD, maternity ward, and the 3 staff houses, which are supposed to house 6 doctors or 6 health workers, and then the other external works which we are doing. So this is now the end of the monitoring and evaluation inspection, and we are ending here. They will be going back to continue with another assignment. Thank you very much. In our region, we have about 244 projects so far, and it includes, I don't have an exact breakdown, it includes those which we have finished, those which are ongoing, and those which we are yet to start. But headquarter la jore bunta hani na swam na isoma joro kwap solid your ground. So raile team la nyata be monitoring and evaluation. Pondos ke sa ne ba swam elosibo BI projects elositebo ponali community yala makera swam ara bo mam. So igeuta swam ai remor e region kere la be tanga parasha kan when geut so jinja poteso alumni Ganga pole so Buguere alumni teso Tororo apote kwa ndoso tunadol Mbale Soroti nao na jai Soroti dani project so oko lijeno na oko headquarter la Polon ilo saswa mejok dodi sirigini eje kada mamelo mtoso district go utaswam na redarity district ya ataki ni Kapun sirigini ina etai apoto daunos so jai dosi go utibera swam konya swam yala masket keskeda swam bakas kesi belo saswam chutere o standard le bait do kada lo sirigin bonisi api potani taswam na suret na down na da kwa ntosomati imuroko itogo nguni yare e jok raswam ni yala maskesi belo saswam nginde jok so apode re kina swam no tatai ne da ego wuti ngesida konya bait age uno sabiti ngon bore go to no tatai sirigin yap to salom no edikota kosi kwenye muno belo muneta tipira sweta ngeta kininginda swama sweta ekopar yala manu Soroti Otatai district headquarter era swamna bilioni to mono kede milioni akwata kanyape otomo kapuna nguni domu so bilioni yare keda to bet so itori to be roko sigburai ne petai bilioni kanyangon ara ikanyauna ya pikini kanyangon anu aswamu ngeta kin so itejo isirigina dumu no kidioko noi i compare ngajo kedi sirigin liroko ikota dumu na nine bengita kinaswa no ilipiti so a district no kede a ministry la ya itakiro na local government hanyebe projects kalu ongaren isunya kina mani ke sirinero kelo mara contract nara iko na wanjo ilo marse contract amuno tebe podikapun ni this so mina munare koskiro se balado ajore siapa so mama mera ajore orai sirigin yapto so awona ngali pesru yemto ine rasket ngoli mo sungano abete bisirigin ngesema met mamera ba ajore ngesame na swam iso jai chuli kapa na swam dodo sirigin ngeselwaka otata iko na jai ne peta akasaka nya alukany ngunu kwata na swam ne muno be aswam na deuna mama ilo sa depart la PR ngeta kinaswa
Major Charles Kabona, UPDF 1st Infantry Division and Public Information Officer for the monitoring and evaluation team that has been traversing some parts of the country to see the performance of UPDF Engineering Brigade as far as the construction of projects that belong to the government, ministries, agencies, and departments. Last week, we were in Central Region, This week we started with Eastern region, whereby we began from Jinja. We went to Masese Seed School. Then from there we went to Jinja to Soga University. From Soga University we went to Mulanda Health Center. That was also in Eastern. We also went to Tororo General Hospital. Now as we talk now, we are at Otatai Health Center 3. The purpose of this exercise of monitoring evaluation, which was led by Major General Honorable Henry Masiko, and also deputized by Brigadier General Leonard Kajenyi, was to see how the engineering brigade is performing on the ground, to evaluate the work. As you are all aware, some time back, 2021, the Commander-in-Chief and the President of the Republic of Uganda, who is the Fountain of Honor, gave a directive that all government agencies, ministries, departments, projects and infrastructures should be handled and constructed by UPDF Engineering Brigade. So far so good, because if the work has been done by the UPDF Engineering Brigade, there are some benefits that are associated with it. For example, it is cost effective, it has value for money, it can be completed within agreed time frame. That's very, very important. For us in UPDF, we don't have things like having shoulder work. We normally give quality work. It's against that background that you see the UPDF Engineering Brigade is moving in to make sure they construct those projects. Our major clients, you will find out that it has been the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education. As you are all aware, these two ministries, they give critical and sensitive services to the communities, which needs urgency and completion in a time. For example, if it is a classroom block, if it is a theater or a maternity ward, it must be completed in time so that the end users can enjoy the services. And that's what we have found on the ground. We have been impressed, and we have also interacted with the local leaders. They are also impressed, and end users, because they can't imagine that you can construct a building and finish it within 6 months. For example, like Tororo General Hospital. So far so good, and we shall continue doing the same in other regions. The team is still going around, also assessing and evaluating and monitoring the performance of the Engineering Brigade. Therefore, I'd like to call upon the members of the public who are outside there, and maybe from other ministries who are also interested that they should be handled by ministry UPDF Engineering Brigade. There are some procedures they can go through, and UPDF also handles it. UPDF has the capacity, they have the ability, and also they have the cause. Because our engineers are patriotic, they are highly qualified, and they have commitment and discipline. That's very important at work. Therefore, so far so good, and we are sure and confident that our engineering brigade will continue doing quality work, and even other ministries who have got such a projects can also borrow a reef from Ministry of Education and Ministry of Health, and they ensure that their projects are handled by engineering brigade for quality work, value for money, and the work being completed within stipulated and agreed time frame. So far we are doing very well, and whenever we come, we don't work in isolation. We make sure we work with the local authorities. They also come and supervise us, also come and give an input in one way or the other, because our end goal is to ensure we come out with a very good project. Thank you very much.
My name is Moses Esatu. I'm a Principal Assistant Secretary for Soroti District Local Government. Today we are here discussing the issue of the district headquarters, where we are supposed to shift after the creation of Soroti City. We started that project in 2023, whereby we signed a MOU with the Ministry of Defense, and they deployed the engineering brigade to handle the work. The contract sum for the project is 10 billion Ugandan shillings, and so far government has released to us a tune of 2.5 billion, which we have managed to transfer to Ministry of Defense for the same purpose. So far, the work which has already been handled is at 25% following the engineers computation. You realize that so far the engineering brigade has already handled the ground floor, which has already been slabbed, and I believe once we get money or we transfer money for this financial year, we shall be in position to work on the ground floor to the usable state. However, we have got a number of challenges facing that project. We realize that the funding which we are getting this financial year, we allocated only 500 million. Previously, we started with 1 billion. It dropped to 800. Then this current financial year, it has dropped back now to 500 million. I want to thank the Minister of Finance. Recently, we received a communication from Minister of Finance allocating us 1 billion for the same purpose for next financial year, which I think will enable us to work on the maybe first floor, so that we can be in position to continue with the project. However, we are faced also with a number of challenges. One, the funding has also been coming down. I think the ministry has also been reducing the funding. Imagine this financial year we are getting only 500 million. And out of the 500, we also realized that there were some sub-counties which were displaced by the creation of the city. We had to reorganize them also. So we ended up by picking part of that money to construct 2 sub-counties, which we have already handled, since they were facing a lot of challenges in terms of renting. So we think by the coming year, we shall also be in position to ensure that we lobby for more allocation for the completion of the new site for the district headquarters, which is located in Katine, so that we can be in position to shift the other side. Because currently we are still allocated within the city. It makes work really very difficult. Somebody may assume that we still run the activities of the city, and yet we are also independent. So my prayer is that the ministry maybe increases the allocation of funds so that we can complete the structure for the
Uganda bonna nateera mbaddidde nga eno komiti eyasibwawo owekitiibwa president okulaba nti tulondoola ebikolebwa aba UPDF engineers, era nga wenjogerera tuli wano mu mukwabo gwa Eastern Uganda nga tutalaze district ezisukka mu 6 omwo nga mwe muli Tororo, Mbale, Jinja, Yiganga n'awalala. Naye ng'ekikulu mu byonna bannamagye baffe ba engineers bakoze emirimu mu kuzimba amasomero awamu n'amalwaliro. Wattu ekyewuunyisa, amagye gaffe ddala gafuuse amaggundiivu mu kukola emirimu gino, kubanga bwe mbawaayo example, twafunyeyo essomero nga lyazimbibwa mu myezi 3 gyokka, ate nga omulimu gwakolebwa bulungi nnyo era nga mulimu muyonjo nnyo. Sawo woka mu Tororo Hospital abasawo tubazimbidde kalina luva okwaya, ate nga nayo wattu etutta obudde butono, naye ate nga omulimu gwa njawulo nnyo. N'awalala wangi, neera njagala okwebaza mukama waffe Major General Henry Masiko akulira komiti eno olw'okutusobozesa okulaba nti tutalaga ebitundu bino, si yeyeka ate ne ba clients baffe abatuwa emirimu. Nammwe mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala, kubanga ebyo byonna bye mbagambye nti emirimu gyaggwa mangu, ekyo nno kiba kitegeeza nti baatuwa ssente mu budde ate naffe ne tukola emirimu mu budde. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Ng'era bwe kiteebereka tulinamu ebitundu ebitatambudde bulungi ng'emirimu gyesibyemu naye nga era nsimbi ze zibuze nti ekittavu kyaffe eky'eggwanga lyonna eggwanika kkalu we twogerera wano kubanga tugenda tandika financial y'endala n'olwekyo emirimu egyo gikyasiriseemu akatono naye ng'ate tulina essuubi nti ssente bwe zinajja ate nga tuddamu tukola emirimu egyo. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala.
Eraba emirimu ekolebwa ekitongole ky'amagye ekizimbe kya engineering brigade tubadde nga tutalagibwa nga twasookera mu Buganda kati tuze wano mu Eastern Uganda twatandikira ku Masese Seed Secondary School nitugenda ku Busoga College nitugenda ku Tororo General Hospital n'ebitundu ebirala okulaba project ezizimbibwa ekitongole ky'amagye ekya engineering brigade. Akakiiko kaffe kabadde kakulemberwa Major General Honorable Henry Masiko nga deputized by Brigadier General Ronald Kagezi. Naye okutwaliza wamu tusanze ba engineer baffe bakoze omulimu ogw'ettendo, omulimu omulungi. Bazimbye amasomero, bazimbye health centers amalwaliro kati nga Kachumbali health center 4 babadde bazimba maternity ward, ne bazimba theatre, ne bazimba laboratory ne ebirala ebigendera ku health center 4. Tutambudde mu district nga mukaaga naye okutwaliza wamu amagye gaffe gakoze omulimu omulungi gwa ttendo. Ate twagala okwebaza ba clients baffe abadde Ministry of Education ne Ministry of Health abatuwadde emirimu. Singo owa UPDF Engineer Brigade omulimu ogw'okuzimba bajja kukuwa mu budde, bajja kuwa omulimu mulungi ate omulimu guyina value for money. Obawadde sente ntono naye ne bakola omulimu mulungi. Kati twagala kubeebaza abaengineer baffe ate n'okwebaza abakulembeze abateekako n'okuzimba ejje ery'empisa erya discipline kubanga byonna tuyinza kubikola nga amagye nga tegalina mpisa. Tubadde nga tukolagana bulungi n'abakulembeze ab'ebitundu bonna nga tukolera wamu n'aba engineers aba districts n'aba end users nabo bennyini nga batuwa comments zaabwe naye nabo nga batugambye UPDF ekoze omulimu mulungi. Ate tujja kugenda mu maaso okulaba nga tuzimba malwaliro, tuzimba amasomero ne government infrastructures kubanga eyo ya directive eyaweebwa president that all government infrastructures eza government, eza departments, eza agencies eza government emirimu bagiwa amagye ekitongole ekya UPDF ekizimbe kubanga bajja kuwa quality work ate bagikuwa mu budde. Ekyo twaba kubeebaza ba engineer baffe n'abakulembeze n'aba clients. Ate tuyina ba engineers abatendeke ab'empisa abali professional abali patriotic and disciplined ate abalede kulaba nga bazimba project zaabwe mu budde ate nga nungi. Mwebale nnyo.
Thank you. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Engineer Peter Sekukidemka. I'm the project manager for Ministry of Education and Sports Projects, special secondary schools and tertiary institutions, government funded. We are handling several projects all over the country, and we have so far completed in education over 119 projects. These have been coming in phases and batches. Now, starting with the eastern region, in the eastern region, the major project we have so far handled is Busoga University, which is 98% complete. I think you've visited it. And we have had the final inspection, technical inspection, and the snagger list has been raised. By 31st, we shall be having a technical handover of Busoga University. Then another bigger we are handling is Wapakaburo Memorial Nursing and Midwifery School. It is a big project costing us around 47 billion shillings, but it has been phased because of the funds. We started with phase 1, which will cost us around 6.7 billion. It includes fencing, taking water to the school, and then building the administration block. The administration block, as I talk now, is 75% done. We are now roofing and then handling the first fix works of electrical mechanical works. Another project which is big in Eastern is in Namasagali. Namasagali College, we are trying to revamp it. It had deteriorated. We have put up 2 blocks of 2 classrooms each. We have put up a laboratory, and we have redesigned the library. The project is 100% done. Hope you'll visit it also and take pictures and show the public. We have handled several other schools in the Eastern. There's starting from Kapchoradis, we have CP Secondary, which is 100% done. We have Nkoma, which is also done. We have Makai Secondary, which is done. We have Marikatipe in the Tororo, which we did on record time by Ngenopio on 3 months, and it has been done and completed. We have many other schools with toilets, minors, which have handled all over in Eastern region. I will not specifically talk of each project, but I will generalize. In Western, we have done many projects also, and we have completed them. These schools have been coming in batches. The batch we have just concluded recently included 20 schools all over the country, spread all over the country. These projects come from the Ministry of Education according to the needs of the country. Then they give us, we cost them. After costing, we go and implement them. Now, currently, I'm implementing another batch of 25 schools all over the country. Of these 25, starting with Central Region here, where I manage it directly, we have 9 schools. We have Bombo Secondary, where we are putting up 3 classroom block, a 2 classroom block, and then 2 quarters for the teachers. We have Rukole Secondary School, where we are putting up a laboratory block. We have this Agri Memorial, where we are putting up 6 classrooms. Then we have another school within Kampala here, in various locations, Mukono, and then where, but there are 9 in number. We have, because we have also in Kalangala, we have all these all over the country. Then in Western, there are many schools which are being handled also within the batch of 20. Then you go to the Northern. For efficiency and management, we had to make sure we regionalize these projects. We have put up sub-managers or managers in each region. Like in Northern, I'll put up a manager to handle those schools in Northern. Then West Nile, I'll put up Major Kasasa to handle those projects. In Western Uganda, we have put up a major also Karwanyi to handle the projects in Western. So we have devised, we have tried to specialize to make sure we split the responsibilities so that projects are delivered on time. It is one way which has helped us to deliver all these projects timely. The emphasis in all of these projects is to ensure that they are timely delivered, they are of quality, and there is value for the money. So that is what I've been doing in schools. Much Busoga University we started in 2024. Busoga University we started it in 2024 around April. It was supposed to take only 6 months, but we had some challenges in administration. There was change of leadership in Engineers Brigade, so it brought some delays, but these issues were addressed by the army leadership and work immediately resumed. As I talk now, we have completed it. It has taken us 1 year, but it had a very big scope. The total project cost was around 3.7 billion. It included the administration block. We had to work on the lecture halls, 4 in number, but each having around 4 lecture halls and some offices for the lecturers. We worked on the law library, worked on the main library, worked on the main hall, worked on the science laboratory. It was a major project, plus even external works. And as you visited and saw the university, the work is of quality, it has been delivered. I've told you we have finished the technical inspection, and the snagger list has been raised. So by 30th this month, 31st, we are going to have a technical handover. And already it is in use. As you visited, they have put in computer, they have put in chairs, so it is addressing these snaggeries which will be done during the period, the defect reliability period. And we are ready to go in Usoga University. Nze Lieutenant Colonel Engineer Peter Seukidemuka, baneetekamu obwesiga okulira okulabirira okuzimba amasomero gavumenti gyesasulidde, especially gana ga secondary schools mu Eastern Uganda. Ni patya tubadde tulongoosa nga tudabiriza Busoga University. Busoga University simanyi oba erinnya nasigala zi Busoga University bagitandika mu April 2024 era nga wenjogerera kati tugimaliriza era bali kumpi kugenda kugitandika, bagenda kugikozesa. A mega project yetukoze mu Eastern Uganda. Waliwo amasomero amalala getukozeeko nago mu Eastern Uganda. Waliwo Namasagali College. Mu Namasagali College tukoze emirimu mingi. Tuzimbye classroom blocks, totaling 4 classes. Tuzimbye laboratory block. Tumodernizinze. Tukozeemu upya library ye Namasagali n'emirimu zino ez'owabweru, compound, okudemolishinga ebizimbe ebikadde byonna tubikoze. Waliwo amasomero amalala mu Eastern nga Wapakabulo School, Memorial School, funded by the government of Uganda. Project nene nnyo ya 47 billion. Naye olw'okuba sente ezo nyingi basalawo ngo tugikola mu phases. Kati twatalinga ne phase 1. Phase 1 eyo tukozeyo administration block, tugenda kugifensinga, tugenda kuteekayo amazzi n'amasanyalaze era wenjogerera kati eri ku 70% done. Amasomero amalala matonotono ge tukozeeko mu Eastern Uganda, waliwo Sebei College tukozeyo administration block, waliwo Nkoma tukozeyo 9 classroom block, tugyeko asbestos ne tugiruufinga, ne tukolayo ne laboratory block naye tujjako asbestos ne turuufinga ne tugimaliriza. Tugenze Makai Secondary ebadde eri bubi nnyo nga terina bizimbe, ne maama yawaayo ebizimbe bisatu, yawaayo classroom blocks 2 nga za tutu, n'awaayo laboratory ne tubakolera ne toilets yawala n'eyabalenzi nga ya 5 stanzas. Ne tuvaayo ne tugenda Malukatupe ne twashiftinga essomero eno kuva where the rail is passing ne tufuna site empya era twagizimba ono record mu myezi 3. Engineer Opio eyaliyo nga abikolako. Tugenze amasomero mangi nnyo gye tukoze mu Eastern nga wogalaba wano wali sola uganeminga one by one, but ndina okubategeeza nti amasomero mangi mu Uganda gonna ge tukoze sofa ne tumaliriza gazija mu batches esooka eyokubiri eyokusatu twamaliriza era gwe mwalabyeko nga Makai gali mu batch 20 naye tugimaliriza. Tugenze ku batch endala eno kati ya 25 schools mangi nnyo. Waliwo amasomero agali mu Eastern, waliwo agali mu North, waliwo agali mu Western era details zonna ng'ozaagala tujja kukuweereza. Neebaza nnyo nti gavumenti yeebale okufuwa nnyo okulaba nti amasomero tugakola era gajja kwongerako omutindo mu kusoma kw'abaana mu Uganda. Ennyo Busoga University twagitandika mu mwaka 2024. Twagutandika ne tufunamu obuzibu wakati awo. Waliwo enkyukakyuka mu bukulembeze wa Engineers Brigade n'era ebyo gavumenti yaffe UPDF yajja n'ebigonjoola nefuna leadership empya era bwe batwalaga baamala okufuna leadership empya ne bafuna ne ssente ne tuddayo juzi twaddayo mu September era tumaliriza kati twagetandika mu September tumaliriza essomero ewedde emirimu emikulu zonna ziwedde. Twagenze ne tukola inspection juzi olwokubiri tumaliriza kati technical handover. Waliwo kye tuyita technical handover ejja kubeera ku nkomerero ya mwezi guno around 31st ne tumaliriza technical handover, then ebyo ebisigaddeyo gye bayita physical over handover to the public ebibeera organized by the client. So tetujja kukigenda mu nnyo bwe bajja kulaba n'omugenyi omukulu ajje ne babeereko bamula naye nga yo omulimu guwedde era essomero bagikozesa university bateesemu entebe. Why did they do that? Badde baagala approval from the National Council, so yazze ya approve nze, so bali mu process to get started. Naye nga twagikoze era yawedde yatukostinga sente zonna ziri bayita $3 billion ne million 7. era around there yezigenze ku project and it is well spent n'omulimu gwa quality era tujja kujaganya nnyo abaana baffe nga basoma mu bizimbe ebirungi byetukoze. Kikulu nnyo baayagala university erimu campuses 3, waliwo campus y'e Bugiri, waliwo campus y'e Kaliro, waliwo campus y'e Iganga. Ne kubanga baagala essomero etandiike twatandikira Iganga ne tukolayo administration block, twadabiriza ebizimbe bibaddewo admin block, tugenda ne tudabiriza lecture halls zonna so that abaana batandika okusoma ne courses eziriva, ne tugenda ne tudabiriza law library, ne tudabiriza main library, ne tudabiriza main hall, ne tudabiriza computer hall, ne tukolako ku laboratories zonna science, physics, chemistry ne biology, ne tukolako ne Cotimut rooms, that is the primary education block. Twakoze ebizimbe bingi ne external works, twakolako paving, access roads, twakola amazzi, tukoze ebisigadde kati ge masanyalazi kubanga gali mu phase 2. So phase 2 wetuukira ejja kusanga university ng'egenda mu maaso nga bwetukola. So tubikoze ebyo nga bwe nkubulidde byebyo era biri ready, university egenda kutandika budde bwonna. Planning yonna ebeera ya university nenze kyemanyiko one ekisookera ddala nga weeri university n'okufuna transformer yaayo amasanyalaze biki kati ekyo twakikozeeko mu costing n'alabye bakoze costing ey'amazzi agamazzi bagalina naye tulina okukola big storage kubanga eno kati university waliwo n'ekizimbe kye mwalabye ekiri ate banaakimaliriza naye nga kyakalina nakyo tugenda kukimaliriza nga government ekkiriza nti wadde sente then ebizimbe ebirala bipya kubanga university twayogeddeko ne bagamba contacted or consulted a firm okubakolera master plan. Ojja kulaba nti mu maaso eyo bajja kuteekayo ebizimbe ebisaanira university tugende nga tuzimba bino bigenda vertical 4 levels 3 levels 5 levels era waliwo plan nene era bigenda kugenda maaso nga ekolebwa kusinziira ku nfuna ya government n'obudde.
Manya nze Captain Jamila Namakula, Site Engineer Masese Seed Senior Secondary School. Omulimu tuli mu kuzimba classroom blocks emyaliro egiri ebiri. So far first ground floor tumaze okuteekako blocks, so tugenda ku finishes n'okugishataringa. Then ku first floor tuli mu shattering formwork. Then we tunatumaliriza formwork bulungi nteekamu emitayimbwa then tuba tuyiwa slab. Ebitundu ku 10 tuli ku 55.2%.
A part of task force in Busoga University. So far work done. I'm also seeing almost 98%. There are a few things, corrections. Some leakages in the nails on the roof, which they say they will handle it. And in the pavements, which they are agreeing that will be in the next phase. So far, work is done well.
This is the critical renovation of Busoga University works. The project entails about 11 blocks, plus the last scope of activities. Those are external works, which stands at 98%. So far, so good. We thank the strategic leadership for guiding us and the leadership of the Engineers Brigade for guiding us such that we accomplish this work in a timely manner. Thank you so much.
I'm Nanjala Eunice Joy, the head teacher at Katipe View Primary School. In the first place, I would like to thank the UPDF for the good work done in spite of the short period of time, but they were able to come up with a structure to enable us to begin the school. The challenges that we are facing, or in addition to what has been given to us, we are requesting the UPDF to come again and add us more structures. For example, the school hall, since the school has a center number, the teachers' quarters, another latrine stance, the tank, which can help the children to harvest water, the lightning arresters, to mention but a few. So we are very, very grateful because it has not been easy. The school, we didn't expect this school to live anymore because there were a lot of ups and downs all along ever since the school was compensated. With those few remarks, I would like to thank the UPDF once again for the good work done for God and my country. Thank you so much.
Mwebaza Naume, the head teacher of Mahai Seed Secondary School. I stand here to thank the Ministry of Education for the opportunity they've given us, Mahai Seed, and allowed UPDF Engineering Brigade to do construction of 4 classrooms, 2 labs, and 5 stanza pit latrines for boys and girls. I want to inform you that the engineering brigade which did the work has done a very wonderful job. All the work is excellent. We have nothing that we have seen as shoddy work by these contractors. The staff worked very well. We have not had any issues with them. I therefore want to request the Ministry of Education, if there is any other opportunity or any other school that can be built, please, I recommend that you give Engineering Brigade to do the work because they do quality work. As my high said, I want to request the Ministry of Education to add us more buildings. We need staff quarters, we need a library for our students, we need a computer lab, we need administration block, and I am requesting if there are any funds which can be available, you can still give it to Engineering Brigade and they come and construct for us the school. Thank you so much.
Joseph Noah is my name, a teacher of maths physics, and is the one head of science in Mahai Seed Secondary School. I'm so pleased for this opportunity that the Ministry of Education granted us opportunity to have classes and the laboratories, which will benefit our students and the community as large. I really appreciate what the work of UPDF has done in this school. It has been good, wonderful, and they have been so cooperative to us. We have never had any challenge with them. The work has gone smoothly in the period they recommended, and we are able now to receive these buildings. We therefore request the ministry, if there is any more opportunity, we still need more 2 labs, at least that can cater for Greek and other subjects. And also we need more classrooms so that we can have a better science-equipped school that can produce the science students and what a community can benefit out of it. We really appreciate the work of UPDF, and we recommend UPDF to continue doing a good work for the country and for all the schools, wherever they will be. Blessings to UPDF and blessings to our country, Uganda, for God and my country.
My name is Kaka Lauren, a student of Mahai Seed Secondary School. I'm in Form 6. I appreciate the work of UPDF, what it has done. It is good, has built the schools. I see they look good. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, and we say that in case we happen to come back, please, you can do the same work. We have been lacking the laboratory clubs, ICT clubs, but we are happy because we have got it from UPDF. May God bless you. Kama sinaka sevananga Kaka Lorini, indumu somi uwe Mahai, imito, nienga secondary school. Husima nabiku mulimo kwa UPDF kwesi holele huisomelo hwefe. Hulibasanga afuna abinga basomi, atarani basomesi. Hubelenga hulini isi computer, isi husomela computer oba bibyuma bye bazungu, ne husima na UPDF shesi holele yahombehere, atwelani bibi halilo bye basomi ngabe huikala busa mushiyembe, ne husima hubanga byaberenga byombehe wahubira mihono cha UPDF, ela husaba huri singa mukobola lundi munyamwongela ho bikali wela bambe singa.
My name is Wataka Timothy. I'm a student of Mahai Seed Senior Secondary School. I'm in Senior 4B class. I want to take this opportunity to thank the UPDF who came to construct for us the classrooms and the laboratories. I want to thank them for this great work that they have done. They have constructed for us buildings that are of high quality, and we are requesting the government to give the UPDF more work to come and construct for us many other classes, so that we can get more room for other students who will come the next year.
By name, I'm called Higenyi Paul Were, Chairman Board of Governors, Mahai City Secondary School. I'm here to thank the public of Uganda, the government of Uganda, the UPDF for tremendous work done in this community. It is historical and it's timely that you have achieved these great buildings. Really, I recommend UPDF again to continue doing this work all over the whole country, because 18 years I've stayed in education as a chairperson. Previously I've been battling with the other whatever the one contractors could do work not really perfectly, but these UPDF, they have done this thing themselves, committed to their work, produce quality work without echoes, without quarrels, perfectly. This shows love of their country. I don't know what I mean, but that is it, the love of their country. And we urge the government again, they have given us this, but we have a population over 1,000. 2 classroom block bearing 4 classes, thank you, with a laboratory, 2 latrines for boys and girls, thank you, but we request for more. We don't know the office we should use, but we urge the Ministry of Education to budget for more money, alliance with the UPDF engineering brigade, to push for us more classes to be built soon, because our children are still studying under the trees. We thank the commander, we thank the staff. Very, very happy with the work done. Angiwa Paul Were Higenyi, uruhusima lina mbulia Uganda, uruhusima president UFA, uruhusima kamaje ka UPDF, lwehukana lina mbulia Uganda, lwehukana chimilimo cha Uganda, lwehukana chimilimo chawe, era section ya engineering brigade hokesa bufunanyizibwa bwo kuombe halina mpo. Shesi baholere Mahai community ese kusubira huba otahubona kurufuna bibi na block tsibiri siriho bibi na bine, ni labu ya science iri mabeka waseno, ni bibiko bibiri bye bahani basindi ne hushika na bibindi kuri hulomba Ministry of Education pushing erundi hwe bibi nebindi ngerambisa UPDF engineering brigade huhombe habibi nebindi tu office teachers quarters bone huli kuyuzirisa huhola shi kumulimo kuno hubasima era bahakama mu community mahanyenda bachende linambo lino lyose ulyantu bombe era kusaba government hulia UPDF ikyambira mungono boneri bohombe akamasomero batsingudo bashina nga fefe bana kisabarangirisi uli basanyufuna abindi kimimo cyese bali gukola era lwe linambo lya Uganda ni were wefe mwanyala wera abaitsi ha.
I'm Muntege Ramadan, Deputy Head Teacher Ankoma Secondary School. Today I'm privileged to host a team from UPDF trying to inspect the work that was done by the UPDF Engineering Brigade. Allow me to take this honor, first of all, to thank the Minister of Education and Sports for having renovated our structures. As you look behind, that structure was asbestos, outdated, but as we talk now, it looks to be very new. We are very appreciative to the Ministry and the government of Uganda for that offer to have the school renovated. I have also to thank the UPDF Engineering Brigade for the good work they did. Really, the work was done. The team was very disciplined. I have to assure you, the work was done within the time frame, and it is really quality work. It is at this point I call upon the Minister of Education, the government of Uganda, for more support, because as in Nkoma, we still need a lot to be done. But I have also to say that should there be any offer, let you not forget the UPDF. So far the good work done, they are the best to have the work done. I have to inform you that we have the condemned building. It is a story building, 9 classrooms. It is out of use. It was due to show the work. If the government can come in to work upon the building, I think the problem of space will be rectified and I call if there is any award of the constructor, let us consider the UPDF Engineering Brigade. I thank you very much for everything.
My name is Hapondi Daniel. I'm the chairperson UNSA Nkoma Secondary School, a senior 6 student. And we're very glad and we send our appreciation to the Ministry of Education and Sports and the UPDF as a whole, because they did a very great job in renovating our school. They helped renovate the infrastructures that were not actually being used. But again, according to the big numbers, bearing the fact that our school is a government school, we need more infrastructure. And probably we request the Ministry of Education and Sports, if at all it could bring back the UPDF so that they could renovate more structures. We have a condemned building that has actually killed the infrastructure of Nkomeses. Students, at most of us, lack where to actually sit just because of that condemned building. And also probably our compound is also not that very well conducive. When it rains, it's actually very hard to walk around the school. So we're requesting the Ministry of Education and Sports to bring in more help and more aid together with the UPDF so that they could do more for us. My name is
Masiwa Shakla, the President Patriotism Club at Nkoma Secondary School. I'm very grateful to UPDF for the great work it has done in our school, renovating the classes. I'm very grateful for that, but I do wish like the UPDF coming back to our school to renovate other classes, to renovate the toilets and the compound, because Nkoma is carrying a capacity of 7,000 students, whereby the toilets are not that enough. So I would request UPDF to come back and renovate.
I'm Dr. Ngiri Amos, Senior Medical Officer, Butewe Center 4, Butewe District. I thank UPDF for the best construction they have done through Ministry of Health and the government at large for availing some funds for the construction of the many blocks which they have given us. I thank them for the good work they are doing. I thank them for the excellent blocks they have given us. Hopefully we shall use them into the right. I do request the government through Ministry of Health to avail us more buildings so that we may be able to have more wards and the other pediatric wards, because the spaces we have still are very few and we are unable to admit very many patients. So I request the government, if possible, they add us more buildings. Dr. Ngiri Amos, a Senior Medical Officer of Butewe Health Center 4, Butewe District. I thank UPDF, Ministry of Health and the Government of Uganda for giving us some money for the construction of the many blocks we have. I thank them for the good quality of works which was done and very recommendable. I thank the UPDF for the excellent work which has been done at Butewe Center 4, and we request the government, if there is some more resources, to add us more buildings so that we may be able to do our work well, because still we are constrained with a number of patients who sleep at times on the veranda. Thank you very much.
I'm Nambos Gladys Jackie, Assistant Nursing Officer, Butewe Health Center 4 in the Butewe District. We thank the government and the UPDF for the construction of the new buildings in our area, and we kindly request, in case any chance given for the UPDF to construct more, we are kindly requesting for a mega pediatric unit, because the place is highly populated with a big number of children, so that we can serve them to our maximum with all their necessary equipment to save life. Thank you so much. We are grateful to the UPDF for the great work done, and the government and Ministry of Health at large. Thank you. Amanya gange bampita Nambos Gladys Jackie, nkola Butewe Health Center 4 mu Butewe District. Ndi mchala musawo, a general nurse at a cadre of Assistant Nursing Officer. Twebaza UPDF omulimu omulungi gwetukoledde okutuzimbira ebizimbe. Twebaza kubanga tugenda kati kulinnya ku mutindo gw'amaanyi okusinga we tuli. Twebaza Government of Uganda ne Ministry of Health omulimu gwe bakoze wamu ne district yaffe. Era tusaba ku bizimbe bye batuwadde baddangamu okufuna ssente. Tusaba batuzimbire woodi y'abaana ennene obulungi esobola okusavinga abaana okuva mu buwere paka ku myaka gye bakomako. nga eyina departments zonna ezisobola okubaweereza obulungi kubanga ekitundu kyaffe abalwadde bangi ate nga abaana yenna bwe muwendo ogusinga obungi naye twesanga nga tubagattise olw'ekifo ekifunda. Kale tusaba ewabangawo omukisa gwonna ogwa ssente batuzimbire woodi y'abaana ennungi ennene obulungi tusobole okubaweereza n'omutima gumu n'omukwano Butebu ku ntikko. Tweyanzeeke.
Mwebale okuuma eyo. Amaliina gange nizo Namulindi Mariam ekuzera Euteu nebalya kitongole ky'obulamu kwiza otulukira eidwaliro era ndi musiimiino ninza omwezi okubalwaire ndi omu woodi ndi mulwaire malaria era mwebale ino abaisirikale mwatulukire eidwaliro mwebale ino tusaba mutwongere ebizimbe bindi ku by'obulamu. Ndi musiimiino mwebale ino.